Noah Clampett, and this is for my major speech over barefoot running and the effects and some of the pros and cons of barefoot running. I'm going to talk about the benefits, the cons, and then a book called Born to Run. But first off, I'm going to talk about something called persistence hunting, which is a hunting technique which allows hunters to use a combination of running, walking, and tracking to pursue the prey to the point of exhaustion. And this is dates back to like 2 million years ago, and is still practiced in a few tribes, such as the Kalahari Bushmen and the Tarahumara in Mexico. And the way they do it is they basically run their prey for like 5 hours in the glaring heat of 104 to 108 degrees, and every time it stops to get in the shade to catch its breath and pant, they make it run again. And since humans have developed sweating for a form of thermoregulation, which is keeping the body cool, they can run further in midday heats. Another advantage that humans have that other animals don't have is that they can carry water with them, as opposed to other animals such as antelope and stuff that they use precision hunting on. They had to stop to drink their water. The most prominent thing that scientists have found is that as the humans evolved, they started to stand up instead of getting on 4 legs, which allows for longer distances to be ran instead of fast and speedy things like cheetahs and stuff. The most recent form of persistence hunting I could find was in November 2013. 4 herdsmen in Kenya chased down a cheetah that was killing their goats, and I thought that was really interesting, showing that the fastest land animal, a cheetah, was chased down by 4 African men. And next I'm going to talk about some of the pros of barefoot running. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about a book called Born to Run, which is by Chris McDougall. It's about the Tarahumara, and they practice precision hunting, like I said. They run for miles and miles barefoot, and it's crazy how far they run. The most that has been recorded is 243 miles in bare feet, which is ridiculous. He went there to like observe and stuff, and he brought another ultramarathoner named Scott Jurek with him, and he saw how he would do alongside them running barefoot, and he could barely keep up on some of the distances. They can live to be 80 and 90 to 100 years old and still be running, and scientists are just baffled by the crazy amounts they can run and how long they just live, and how much a part of their lives it is to run, which is inspiring to me as an American, knowing that I can run for fun, but they need to run to like live, because they practice persistence hunting, like I said. Some of the pros of barefoot running is that you can really benefit from it, honestly. It helps you relieve energy, like if you have shin splints or some arch problems, it can help you like strengthen your arch, and it forces you to run as you were meant to run. When running with shoes, you tend to heel strike, which is really bad for your knees and just your whole entire leg and lower back in general. It really strengthens how your feet are, and it really forces you to run how you were meant to run. And if you run with your foot neutral, like more forefoot, it causes less stress than you would be doing if you were using actual shoes. Some of the cons: if you just jump right into barefoot running, it can really like mess up your Achilles and other tendons in your legs, such as IT band and stuff. It can cause shin splints if you run on like hard surfaces, but if you're running barefoot and you're running on concrete, that probably is the best idea to begin with. It can, on the contrary to helping your arch, it can also cause arch issues, which can be a problem. And if you get it helps relieve stress fractures. But if you run with a stress fracture and it gets too bad, then you're going to get to the point where it's going to become a bad break, and you're going to not be able to even walk on it. Some of the Achilles problems: it causes you to pronate, and when you pronate, your foot kind of rocks on its outside. And if you're rocking on your outside, it really like changes up how you were meant to run, and you're not supposed to run on the outside of your foot, but some people do, and they make certain shoes for that. and that really helps with that. But if you don't pronate, it would really help if you ran barefoot, because it can strengthen how you run. And I know some people that can't run barefoot because they have like nerve problems in their foot, and it's probably because either they run with the wrong shoes or just they didn't run enough barefoot going up to this point. And like I said, Born to Run is a great book to read, and I'd recommend to anybody. The video I had in the PowerPoint is great to teaching you how to run barefoot and how to perfect it. Well, not really perfect it, because you can't really perfect running. It's just how you want to run is the best way for you. So that's my speech. Hope you enjoyed.